Good day everyone, I am RHEENA'S, and for today's video, I will be going to answer 7 questions about photosynthesis. So without further ado, let's start answering. Number 1 question is, what is the role of photosynthesis in plant? So photosynthesis is the process by which plants use sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide to create oxygen and energy in the form of sugar. Most life on Earth depends on photosynthesis. The process is carried out by plants, algae, and some types of bacteria, which capture energy from sunlight to produce oxygen and chemical energy stored in glucose. During photosynthesis, plants take in carbon dioxide and water from the air and soil. Within the plant cell, the water is oxidized, meaning it loses electrons, while the carbon dioxide is reduced, meaning it gains electrons. This transforms the water into oxygen and the carbon dioxide into glucose. The plant then releases the oxygen back into the air and stores energy within the glucose molecules. Inside the plant cell are small organelles called chloroplasts, which store the energy of sunlight. Within the thylakoid membrane of the chloroplast is a light-absorbing pigment called chlorophyll, which is responsible for giving the plant its green color. During photosynthesis, chlorophyll absorbs energy from blue and red light waves and reflects green light waves, making the plant appear green. Number 2 question is, describe the structure of chlorophyll. So chlorophyll is the green pigment in plants, algae, and cyanobacteria that is essential for photosynthesis. Its central structure is an aromatic porphyrin or chlorine ring system with a sequestered magnesium atom. A fifth ring is fused to the porphyrin. Chlorophyll is not a single molecule. There are at least 6 varieties that have various side groups on the rings. In most chlorophylls, one of the groups is a long vital ester chain. Chlorophyll is called the universal chlorophyll because it is present in almost all photosynthetic organisms. It has been known since 1817, but scientists did not realize that it contains magnesium until 1906. By far, the most important application of chlorophyll is photosynthesis, but it has also been used as a green coloring agent in foods, cosmetics, soap, and alcoholic beverages. Its ester side chain can be cleaved to obtain phytol, an alcohol used in the synthesis of vitamin E and K1. It's even been tried as an anti-knock additive for gasoline. Why is chlorophyll green? The bonding in many metal organic coordination compounds causes them to absorb some wavelength of white light while reflecting others. In the case of chlorophyll, light wavelengths in the blue and red regions of spectrum are required for the pigment to do its business. Chlorophyll absorbs them, but it does not need to use green light, which reflects to produce the intense green color of leaves. Number 3 question is, cite the importance of chlorophyll. So chlorophyll's job in a plant is to absorb light, usually sunlight. The energy absorbed from light is transferred to 2 kinds of energy-storing molecules. Through photosynthesis, the plant uses stored energy to convert carbon dioxide and water into glucose, a type of sugar. So plants use glucose together with nutrients taken from the soil to make new leaves and other plants part. So the process of photosynthesis produces oxygen, which is released by the plant into the air. Chlorophyll gives plant their green color because it does not absorb the green wavelength of white light, so the particular light wavelength is reflected from the plant, so it appears green. Number 4 is discuss the difference between chlorophyll A and B. So chlorophyll A and B are two types of chlorophyll found in plants and green algae. Both are involved in the process of photosynthesis. Both chlorophyll A and B are found in the chloroplast, associated with integral membrane proteins in the thylakoid membrane. The main difference between chlorophyll A and B is the rule in photosynthesis. Chlorophyll A is the principal pigment involved in the photosynthesis, whereas chlorophyll B is the accessory pigment collecting the energy in order to pass into chlorophyll A. Number 5 is discuss the rule of porphyrin ring in plants. A porphyrin is a large ring molecule consisting of 4 pyrroles, which are small rings made from 4 carbons and 1 nitrogen. These pyrrole molecules are connected together through the series of single and double bonds, which forms the molecule into a large ring. The technical name for 4 pyrroles connected together is tetrapyrrole. The ring is flat in space and the distribution of electrons is fairly equal around the circumference of the ring. For this reason, a porphyrin is considered an aromatic compound. This means that a porphyrin molecule is very stable. The model of a general porphyrin is called porphin. This molecule is only really found in nature as an intermediate, but it is the base of all porphyrin molecules. The blue part of the molecule represents the aromatic ring which forms the base of all porphyrin molecules. The black molecules or bonds will eventually be substituted for complex side chains. These molecules will allow the cellular machinery to attach to and use the porphyrin. Porphyrins are also capable of absorbing certain wavelengths of light, especially when associated with different ions. Porphyrins cause both the red color of blood and the green color of plants. The porphyrin molecules serve a number of purposes in animals, plants, and even bacteria. For this reason, porphyrin is considered an evolutionary conserved molecule. This means that because of its usefulness, countless lines of organisms have used and modified porphyrins to fit their needs. Number 6 is describe how light is absorbed by the leaves. In most plants, the leaves are the main food factories. They capture the sun's energy with the help of chlorophyll in the leaf cells. The chlorophyll traps and packages the energy from the light of the sun in the process called photosynthesis. Leaves usually have a large surface so they can collect the most sunlight. Many plants also have ways to change the leaf's position to capture the light. Leaves contain veins, an important part of the plant's plumbing. If you hold a leaf up to a light, you can see the pattern of its vein. Veins help make the leaf a strong structure. They are also the pipelines that carry food and water in the leaf. The vein in the leaf are part of plant's main plumbing system. Xylem is the plant's water supply plumbing system. Water travels from the soil through the roots, stem, and leaf vein in the tubes called xylem. The veins supply the water to the chlorophyll in the cells. When light strikes the chlorophyll, photosynthesis begins. The chlorophyll absorbs energy from the light. This energy splits the water molecules into atoms of hydrogen and oxygen. The hydrogen atom then combines with atom of carbon and oxygen to produce a simple sugar. Phloem is the plant's food supply plumbing system. After the sun's energy is converted through photosynthesis into simple sugars, this food is carried in the veins through the phloem to the other parts of the plant where it can be used immediately or stored. And the last questions, number 7 is, what is the role of thylakoid in photosynthesis? A thylakoid is a sheet-like membrane bond structure that is the site of the light-dependent photosynthesis reactions in chloroplast and cyanobacteria. It is the site that contains the chlorophyll used to absorb light and use it for biochemical reactions. Reactions performed in the thylakoid include water photolysis, the electrons transport chain, and ATP synthesis. Photosynthetic pigments like chlorophyll are embedded into the thylakoid membrane, making it the site of the light-dependent reactions in photosynthesis. The stack coil shape of the grana gives the chloroplast a high surface area to volume ratio, aiding the efficiency of photosynthesis. The thylakoid lumen is used for photophosphorylation during photosynthesis. The light-dependent reaction in the membrane pumps protons into the lumen, lowering its pH to 4. In contrast, the pH of the stoma is 8. So that will be all my video for today. Thank you for watching and have a good day.